Hi guys, so this will be a two-part video. I'm going to give you 16 things that a broke man should do. So this first part is going to be the first 8 things that a broke man should do to change his circumstances. So the first thing that a broke man should do is to accept full responsibility for your being broke, okay? Take 100% responsibility. The reason you're broke is because of the things you have done or the things you failed to do. There's nobody else to blame, not your wife, not your parents, not your girlfriend, not your teachers, not your background, none of that. Don't blame the politicians, the president, whoever else you feel is responsible. It is you that's 100% responsible for your situation. The reason this is important is 2 things. The first one is, if it is you who is responsible, it also means that it is you who can turn things around. So it is a very empowering belief, okay? If you are the one who did it, then you can also undo it. The second thing is that even if the other people are responsible, who is suffering? It's only you who is suffering. Nobody cares about your being broke. It is your problem, and therefore you have to solve it. That's number 1. Number 2, the second thing you need to do is you need to live below your means. Many guys who are broke, either they have taken a lot of debt or they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know, your friend buys a Mercedes, you also want to buy a Mercedes, you're upgrading from a premium, which was serving you quite well. Or you're living in a house whose rent is too high for you, you're struggling to pay up. Or your lifestyle is just expensive, okay? Maybe you have a high maintenance girlfriend or wife, or you're just making poor decisions in terms of expenditure. You're buying things from expensive places, or you're having wrong suppliers. Live below your means so that you can save, and with the savings that you have, you can then be able to change your life. So that's the second thing you have to do. The third thing you need to do is to make no excuses. Don't say that I'm this way because I'm from a poor family. I'm this way because nobody ever told me. I'm this way because I'm not well educated. I'm this way because I'm living in the slums. I'm this way because my family is like this. That doesn't help, and it doesn't care. And in any case, all your weaknesses or your disadvantages are only going to make your story that much more beautiful, because you are an overcomer, and people normally love the story of the underdog. So don't argue for your excuses. Don't defend your weaknesses. Change them, drop them, okay? So don't protect yourself, correct yourself. That's the third thing. The fourth thing you need to do is don't underestimate yourself. Most guys who are broke, it's because they lack self-belief. There's so many opportunities that they can grab, but because they don't believe in themselves, they don't even try. They're afraid of failure. And failure is just an event. Failure is not something that it doesn't become part of you. It's an event out there. So never lack self-belief. Always understand and know that the heart of a man, nobody knows the depth of it. And the human spirit of fighting and of surviving is very, very strong. There was a case of Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson. When they fought, Mike Tyson was a heavyweight champion, highly favored. The betting people gave the odds against Buster Douglas 42-1. Nobody imagined he could even win the fight, but he won the fight because he came there with a very strong spirit and with a very strong mind, and he actually overcame it. And that's why we normally also say, if you are not dreaming big enough, if your dreams don't scare you, then you're not dreaming hard enough. So dream big, be ambitious, hold your feet to the fire, put yourself in uncomfortable situations, and that is how you're going to grow and get out of your situation. Many people are broke because they're comfortable. So get yourself out of the comfort zone, do what you're afraid to do, and take risks, okay? That is number 4. Number 5, and this is very important, you need to make more money. The reason you are broke is because you don't have enough money, okay? That's fundamental. So you need to work hard. You need to make more money. So either you get a promotion, change your job, and more importantly, generate several streams of income. If you're a waiter, for example, you don't work the whole day and then go home and say that you're tired and you want to sleep. Why are you sleeping and you're broke? Get a night job. You can be a night watchman. Go and sleep at work or whatever. You have to work hard if you're going to change your life, okay? Don't be easy on yourself, especially if you're young. A young person can actually do this. I see this very regularly. You find that the day watchman is sleeping because at night he was also at work. So you really have to push yourself if you're going to make things change in your life. Don't forget that. So apply yourself, exploit your potential. If you are a teacher, you can probably also Get a laptop. Laptops are nowadays very cheap. Learn Photoshop, learn videography. You can learn graphic design. You can learn how to be a motivational speaker. We have even people who are starting their churches. You can become a pastor. Do whatever it takes. Generate multiple streams of income. You have to make more money if you're going to get yourself out of that situation. And money comes from work done. It doesn't come from any other kind of situation. The sixth thing is, don't hang around broke people. If you're going to hang around broke people, there'll be people who are making excuses, hanging around, talking about politicians, talking about football, talking about how life is hard, talking about a lot of garbage that is not going to help you. And remember, birds of a feather flock together. So if you want to get yourself out of that situation, you need to hang out with people who are overcomers, people who are looking for ways to get out of similar situations, guys who are achieving, guys who are winning, guys who are pushing themselves. Okay, so you have to choose your company very well. Don't hang around with broke people. Hang around with people who also have ideas or who have the intention to be rich, to be financially stable. Okay, that's very important. The seventh thing is, you need to avoid negativity. Don't hang around people who are talking about negative things, how things are hard, how things are never going to work. People are going to discourage you. Like you tried doing something, they tell you, nani wewe bana, wewe unifurahisha, hii nini wewe uwezani, utaweza kweli, and so on and so forth. So, and also avoid negative self-talk, like, oh, me, I'm not a morning person, I can't do this, I'm not good in maths, and so on. Any negative stuff, get it out of your life, because it's what's going to discourage you, reduce your self-confidence, and kill your self-belief. So, avoid negativity completely. And the eighth thing is, you need to pick the right girlfriend or wife. Many times we normally say that the degree of a man's success is normally determined by the woman. To a large extent, it's normally determined by the woman that he is with. For example, many men who are successful, they have spouses who are very supportive. They're going to give you a very supportive environment. They're going to encourage you to win more. They're not going to stress you. They're not going to put you into situations where you're spending more than you're earning. They're not going to force you into a lavish lifestyle. They are not high maintenance. They're not forcing you to give them attention when you're supposed to be out there killing it or grinding out. Okay, so you need to be able to know the role of your spouse in terms of your success and your being broke. If it's your high maintenance girlfriend, you need to dump her. We normally say in chess that the queen is the most powerful piece on the board. Okay, but at the same time, many times if you are a chess player, sometimes you're forced to sacrifice your queen so that you can maneuver around, so that you can get counterplay or initiative. So if you have to sacrifice your queen, you need to be able to do that. Okay, if you have to break up so that you can change your situation, because the goal of the game is to win the game, not to keep the queen. So those are the first 8 things that a broke man should do. The next segment, I'm going to go from the 9th one to the 16th one. See you in the next one.